doesn't
For the
happen.
Minister, Secretary of State Fur appeared here on October 23rd, and a colleague asked him about the F-35 procurement review, which he replied, "It's not my file." It seems odd given it's the largest procurement project, so if it's not, is this your file that you're reviewing?
Yeah, just to clarify, we're in an implementation phase in the F-35. If we were talking about the submarines, that would be a file he would be more immediately involved in with the new agency, which has stood up to procure. So it is a file right now that's being reviewed by...
He said that the new Defense Investment Agency bureaucracy would not be handling that file.
That's correct.
Okay, so it's your file then that you're reviewing?
That's correct.
Thank you.
At the request of the Prime Minister.
Thank you. And we've heard from many industry experts and top Air Force generals that the F-35 is the best option for our next generation fighter. So what is the delay in this review?
The delay is that we're going to make sure that we take the time we need to get this right. The Prime Minister has asked for a fundamental review. It's being performed. We saw, for example, a couple of weeks ago, lots of talk, lots of speculation. We're trying to drive through that, to be frank with you. The scuttlebutt and the gossip and the talk, what I call undisciplined talk about acquiring something as important as a fighter jet, is not something we're paying attention to. We're looking at the details. We're looking at industrial benefits. We're looking at
the
Canadian
review
companies.
is complete, so we're re-reviewing it because there's scuttlebutt and discussion.
We're reviewing it because it's a $28 billion acquisition for Canada, and the Prime Minister wants to make absolutely sure that it's the right one.
So the initial review was not good enough, and we're doing more review, is what you're saying.
No, we're building on the original.
Building on it, okay.
We're building on it.
So
there's more information
delay,
coming in, more industrial benefits, more discussion.
Could you explain, Minister, the delay? What is costing Canada for this delay, either by the month or by the year?
No costing. There's no additional cost to our knowledge in terms of taking the time we need to get this right for Canadians.
There's no cost in the delay. Okay, thank you. And perhaps then the actual price of the fighter jets, have they increased at all while we're delaying this over the years? And how much is that costing us?
No, not to my knowledge. No, the fighter jet contract is the fighter jet contract. The Auditor General indicated some inflationary pressures. The Auditor General, and we've addressed that as well in our response to the Auditor General's report on the F-35. But right now we are waiting for this review to be complete so we can get it right for Canadians.
So then the initial F-35s that were purchased, the follow-on, if that decision is made, they would be at the same price as the initial ones? Or are they going to be going
I'd like
up?
to ask my deputy to give you a bit of insight if I could.
Please.
Merci. Thank you for the question, Chair. The prices per aircraft evolve over time. So the price that we pay for aircraft number 1 is not necessarily the same price we pay for aircraft number 10 because of the length of time it takes to produce them. It's not a question of changing our project or changing our estimate.
The longer it takes to make a decision, the more the price of the aircraft is going to go up. No.
No, because we are continuing with the implementation of the existing arrangement that we have.
Okay, so the existing arrangement will keep the prices the same. Even if we delay, there is no cost increase in the program.
There is no cost increase to the expected cost, but that does not mean that the cost for the aircraft number 16 is the same as the cost for aircraft number 4.
Okay, but those prices will remain the same regardless of the amount of time it takes. So this is what I'm trying to get at. So that's okay. Thank you very much, Minister. You mentioned 476 million that is listed in the supplements for the fighter jet program, including training and infrastructure. Does this mean that we will be investing in bringing flight training back home to Canada? As you know, it's currently our pilots are being trained in the U.S. and in Italy primarily.
That is the plan. Right now, when Canada does take possession of its first F-35 or F-35s, as you know, we've committed to 16. Pilots will be trained in the United States, but we are looking forward to moving now with the expansion of the fleet. We'll be looking forward to training those folks back here in Canada.